Hello everyone and welcome back to round 20 of the F1 23 Williams Road to Glory. Yes, we're back this weekend here for the Mexican Grand Prix. After two back-to-back sprint races, we are returning here for 71 laps around the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. Taking a look at the championship with 4 races and a sprint to go. Max Verstappen still has a 70-point lead over Lewis Hamilton as he, Sergio Perez and Charles Leclerc still seemingly trading places with each other all the time. We finally got our second win of the year last time out in the USGP. So that adds to our Monaco win at the start of the year, which we are very, very happy with. But 4 rounds to go of this season. It is all still to play for at the top of the table. I'm looking at it. Max Verstappen hasn't beaten Hamilton, with the exception of Qatar, since the Dutch Grand Prix. And even then, he's only had the better of him on a couple of occasions as well. So Hamilton looking to try and drag this out as far as he possibly can. Get yourself subscribed if you're new around here, and let's do this thing. Someone just followed or subbed or something, but I didn't see it for some reason. So thank you for that. For some reason, some of the notifications now don't show up. Can I see it properly? No, I can't. So thank you to whoever that was, and I apologise the fact it's not appearing. Unless it did appear on the stream and I just haven't seen it. I don't know. But yeah, let's head in.
We've had the new parts come through the fabrication process.
Oh, we've had new upgrades apparently.
For the next Grand Prix.
So that's all done. So we can try and put some more upgrades on. Not that I don't think I can do anything, can I, at this point? George, welcome in, mate. Hope you're doing well. Callum as well. At 2 and 2. Life is a waste of time. Time is a waste of life. If you get wasted all the time, you will have the time of your life. That I honestly started reading that one, BZ, thinking that was going to be like the most depressing statement in the world. But you recovered it nicely. Do I need any new components? I shouldn't do. We basically put all new components in last weekend. So that's good. No penalties, hopefully, here. Welcome back, Sam. Yeah, so we might be a little bit screwed, chat, because I've got still 4 races to go of this series. The plan was, obviously, Williams RTG tonight, iRacing 100% race Thursday night, and then I was going to do Williams RTG Monday, Tuesday, Thursday next week. But obviously now I've got another iRacing GP race next Thursday night. I don't quite know what I'm going to do. We might have to do like a random Friday stream or something like that. But it would have to be like in the middle of the day, which would be an odd way to finish this series, but might well end up being the case. Seb, welcome on in, mate. Hope you're doing well. I assume I'm reading that correctly. Congratulations on all your success in F1 Esports as well, mate. Very, very good job. Right. So, free practice. Luckily, it's meant to be dry all weekend, which is fantastic news. It's meant to get cloudier, though, as we go through the GP. I've got to say, chat, it is lovely to come into this weekend and know I don't have to do a sprint on top of that. But I don't stream that much. That's the problem. Like, I do get people in, familiar faces, that I just don't stream regularly enough. I need to get better at it on F1 24. But we'll wait and see what happens. It's kind of dependent on my internet.
The new parts, and we're happy that they've been integrated into the car okay. With any luck, you'll be able to feel the improvement, so go and give them a try.
Mark happy with all the upgrades on the car, which is fantastic news. Tuovu. I'm probably butchering the name. Thank you for the follow as well. But yeah, let's try and get some laps under my belt then. Like I said, it's been a while since I played this game. George wants my strawberries. Excuse me?
Okay, your goal is to get through as many corner gates as quickly and precisely as possible. Remember to activate your DRS in the DRS zone as well.
Oh boy, the steering feels heavy. I'm so used to the classic cars on F1 2020. The steering now feels so heavy on this game. Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm happy that we got Kota out the way in this series, just because that was a ridiculously long stream as well. But Brazil next time out shouldn't be too bad, and then Vegas will be a scary one, and then of course season finale in Abu Dhabi. Oh, sorry, yes, of course, the dog. I just had in my head George Russell.
Okay, DRS zone coming up. Get ready to open it. Distance is on your MFD.
Yeah, I just get confused. I'm sorry, Sam. So I feel like this is probably going to take us a little bit more practice than normal. Just because I am rusty beyond belief. That was somehow purple. So Mexico as well is a horrible track for limits as well. So we're really going to have to try and get into a routine. Queen of the Clouds, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Gotta try and get that throttle sorted out in that final corner. It's actually been a really good lap though. How on earth have I got purple there? Quite comfortably. I felt like I was absolutely butchering most of that lap, but somehow we hung on, which I am very impressed with. We'll try ERS management. I don't really know why I'm trying to go for R&D at this point. It's pretty pointless. Smurf, welcome in, mate. Hope you're doing well. I also need to try and find some time chat. It might end up just being on when the new game comes out, but streaming some F1 Manager, because I enjoyed doing that last week. That was good fun.
It's all about managing your battery efficiently through the lap to hit your target time. The overtake button will drain the battery quickly, but it will also give you maximum power.
F1 Manager is a fun game to stream. I do enjoy that one. That was good fun last week. I think it was probably helped by the fact that Hamilton had an absolute stinker. Literally the name of the series. And he absolutely bottled it. But it was good fun. He actually got a good, decent result in the end as well. When is Festival of Speed, Sam? How far away is that now? I don't really ever know when it is. Is it? Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. Say, as of tomorrow, chat, I can't go into any detail, but I've actually got some F1 Manager content for you guys. So I think I'm going to be doing 3 videos over the next kind of week or so, and they are a deep, deep dive into F1 Manager 24. So if you like the game, I would highly suggest grabbing some popcorn, because I think one of them is going to be over an hour long. But I just kind of want to show as much of the game off as I can. Still have no news about F1 24 though. Like, as a content creator, we've never known anything like it this year, of the fact we've had no kind of early access or anything. Like, I think we're basically just getting to the point now where we're going to be going in blind. I haven't really watched it properly, just because I try not to, because I don't really want to go in kind of with other people's opinions. Just because obviously, you know, with it being my job, it's kind of there like, well, it's, you know, I'm going to have to probably at some point make a similar video. So yeah, there we go. There we go. Purple score again. That's good.
And that was a really good job indeed. We got
Oh, July. I was going to say, I thought it was a few weeks away. Hamilton having a stinker will always get your views. He did very well, actually. I was pleasantly surprised. I'm staggered as well, chat, because I'm sure most of you around here probably, unless Toasts is lurking, I'm staggered about how well MotoGP's done so far on that channel. Like, every episode is getting, like, at least 1,000 views, which I was not expecting. But apparently the problem is I've got no benchmark, but apparently MotoGP 24 has genuinely been, like, a real game changer for them. Like, it's the best one they've ever done, and I've kind of just accidentally picked that as the year I'm playing it. But I'm enjoying it. Of course, how much we'll actually get to play very soon is open for debate, but I would like to try and continue it wherever possible. But of course, we all know F1 is going to be the main priority. Loving MotoGP, but that's good to hear. I absolutely suck at it, but I am enjoying playing it. It's kind of been a bit like EAWRC, where I, you know, absolutely sucked at it going in, but I want to try and persevere. Like, EAWRC now, I feel pretty competent on. I'm not perfect, but I feel like I'm so much better than I was. I'm just hoping, of course, we can finally wrap up the WRC crown this season, because I do feel like now that series has kind of ran its course for the most part, unless we can finally wrap it up. But it's been really, really good fun to do. And I'm hoping we can kind of try and get the same thing with MotoGP. Basically, so then if I play it next year, we can kind of go in with a better idea. But we'll wait and see. Anyway, so far on this free race sim run, we're doing very well here. Carl's got a lot more pace than I think the team were expecting. And Zhou Guanyu is out. How on earth do you have a mechanical failure in free practice? What's he done? Has he binned it, or has he had a mechanical? What's happened? Zhou Guanyu. Oh, why can't I see? He's genuinely had a mechanical. I genuinely don't think I knew that was possible in free practice. He's just broken down. Oh no, he's lost the wing. Okay, so he's crashed into someone. That makes more sense. Yeah, that's very, very uncommon. Very uncommon. Enjoying my pain is probably a worthwhile endeavour. You sucking at it makes it more entertaining. Hey, I'm sure that probably helps as well. Like, I feel like I'm getting better at it, but I've pretty much bottled every single race we've done so far. Which is starting to get frustrating. Yeah, exactly. I feel like I've certainly got a lot better at it. Like, it was such a low baseline going in that I'm happy with the rate of improvement so far. But, like, I've seen, like, before, top-level MotoGP gamers, and they're just ridiculous. I don't get how they can do it. As frustrating as F1 CE? No. F1 CE is the most frustrating game ever to come out of any game studio. And the fact I've said I'll do it again on the second channel at some point in the future scares me. Yuki, don't turn in. Sorry. Gotta try and get round him, but Yuki wanted to fight it. We might actually just go all purple, which I would be really happy with. Doing the long laps are a different story. My goal is just to avoid having to do the long laps. Like, I just don't want to do the long laps wherever possible on that game, because they are impossible. I had someone comment on, I think it was yesterday's episode as well, saying I need to do it on a steering wheel. Is that a thing? Is it worth doing? Like, that seems like the dumbest idea in the world. Trying to play that game on a steering wheel. Problem is as well, I have... So on Fanatec, you get 5 wheel profiles. And the problem is I've got all of them set up. So, setting 1 is F1 on console. Setting 2 is Gran Turismo, which I never really play. 3 is iRacing, but normally just any kind of sim. 4 is then Rally, and 5 is F1 on PC. So like, I don't really want to mess up one of those either. Indoor Rapper, welcome in, mate. Hope you're doing well. How do you get good at F1 23? Because I'm playing a 2-player career mode and I keep losing. I would say crash into your friend. Don't get good, make him get worse. There we go. Free practice is going to be done and dusted. That is 3 purple scores, which I'm happy with. Grateful, welcome on in, mate. But welcome on in, though, CR7. Yeah, there we go. Free practice. Pretty simple. 4 out of 5 on everything. We got all the R&D we could. So let's head straight to qualifying. Become Prime George Russell. Exactly, Smurf. Exactly.
The session has drawn to a close, so let's review our top 3. Sainz, Leclerc,
Well, Mercedes are in the
Lando
bin.
Norris. And if today's practice is anything to go by, we're in for an exceptional weekend of Formula 1.
Mercedes in the bin, Alex potentially in the bin, Alfa Romeo definitely in the bin. It's. I mean, actually, no, Alfa Romeo are rapid in this series, aren't they? Are you excited for F1 24? Yes, but I also have no idea what it's like still. You know, like, I've never, like, since I've been a content creator from, like, 2017 onwards, I've never been this close to the release date of a new game and haven't played it yet. Which I know, of course, is very much, you know, just like, oh, that, you know, that's la-di-da-di-da. Buddy for you. The rest of us have to wait, but it is quite a weird feeling. Exactly, Queen of the Clouds. It is the mantra to live by. So, Qualifying then, chat. The goal. We'll see if we can make it through Q1 on a set of mediums. And then kind of work our way from there. The mediums actually feel good here. The softs tend to burn out. So we'll wait and see what we can do. Should have probably removed all the extra fuel, but if it means we get a couple of laps, then we get a couple of laps. Oh, predictions! Yes, I knew I was forgetting something. Chat, it's a good job you're here. I mean, it's a good job you're here anyway, because otherwise I'd just be talking to myself for 2 hours, which I do throughout the rest of the day. But I would forget so much stuff. Oh, man. Where will Matt qualify? You got 5 minutes? 5 minutes, chat. Get your predictions in. Where will I qualify? If you're in YouTube, just tell me. If you're on Twitch, bet your points. Oh, I've pressed a button. I don't know what button, but I pressed a button. Been doing this for a year. When are you going to learn? It's because I haven't streamed in a while, and I always forget anyway. What I'd love to do, which I don't actually think is possible, is set up a macro key for it. So I could literally just like press a button on El Gato, but I don't think that'll work. I could do like a keybind, but that would only type in prediction. Right, anyway, let's head then into Q1. This is kind of going to help us decide how much confidence we've got as we go into the weekend. We have mods to keep you right. Smurf, I'll let you into a secret. I was going to make you a mod, but I genuinely don't know how. All I could work out was how to kick you. Or ban you, which obviously I didn't want to do. I don't... How do I make it happen? I am also terrible at Mexico. I'm terrible at most tracks on this game, though. Especially when I'm this rusty. How do I do it? I don't know how I made Sam and Bradson mods now when I look back at it. Nose in. That is a terrible line. We might need that soft tyre grip. Yeah, we're still 2/10 off on Alex. Well, we're trying to do the impossible here. There is quite a big aggregate between the soft and the medium compound tyres over one lap. So we just about thread it over that curbing out in the final corner, though. Where is it going to put us at the end of our first run? 17.7. Leaves us in P11. I'm not sure that's safe, which is not ideal. That's mighty close. That is mighty close. Like, how do I do it? Do I click on your name? I can follow you. I can whisper you. I can invite you. I can time you out. I can ban you. But how do I mod? Let's try this, chat. We're gonna live break the stream when Smurf bans everyone. Mod. Nope, that's just mods. Just ask Google at this point. Oh, okay. Mod. Why do you have so many numbers? Does that work? Woo! It worked. I never have the thing to promote you. It was just that. Smurf, please don't ban everyone. With great power comes great responsibility. Right. We'll go out again, because I don't fancy risking it. What's the gaps? We are... I mean, yeah, we're not that safe, are we? The new #1 mod. I just get banned from my own stream immediately. Never to be seen again. Right, come on then. Let's do this thing. Got a minute and a half on the clock. I might still be safe. I don't really know. But I don't want to risk it. Knighted. Better than being knighted by the king. To be fair, I think less people are mods on my stream than people have been knighted. Right, this is last chance saloon though, chat. We've got to see it through. Although, to be fair, I'm not at risk at the moment, so it might not be the end of the world. Hopefully, it will just give us a good idea of what the pace is like heading into Q2. I will likely get replaced on my own stream. And I can't blame you. Don't get done corner cutting. Don't get done corner cutting. Don't get done corner cutting. Well, Bottas is up. Bottas is up in P9. How on earth is he managing that? Half a second up, though. Okay. Definitely got more grip. A second up? Are you having a giggle? An anti-P12 though, so I think this is going to be a critical lap. That was terrible. I don't know if anyone else is improving. I think we're safe anyway. Oh, tyres just starting to go off towards the end of it though. 15th. Carlos Sainz goes fastest of the lot, but we are going to go quicker, I believe. P1 at the end of Q1 there, chat. You love to see it. I'm happy with that. I am genuinely happy with that. I did not expect that time. Albon's 7th! Alex Albon's made Q2 for the first time in forever. Hamilton P11. Don't tell me Russell's out. Russell's out in Q1! P19 for George Russell. That is shocking. Absolutely shocking there. But one Haas, one Alfa Romeo, one Alpine, one Mercedes, and one AlphaTauri out in Q1. There we go. Williams make it through. Can we see Albon in Q3? Hey, King Moose. Welcome on in, mate. I've streamed like once in the last 2 weeks, mate. So you haven't missed a lot. But welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Right. Hopefully then, this one, we should be able to make it through in one run. We can set a mid-16 again. I'd be very happy. Leclerc 16.8, Sainz 16.7. We'll give ourselves a little bit of spare time, just in case I do butcher it. I need to be more intelligent on F1 24 chat with my strategy. That's what I need to do. It is looking very overcast. Did I get pole at Kota? I think I did, didn't I? I can't remember. Ugh! Oh, that's not the way to start. But anyway, let's get on with it. Second lap coming up. Third lap even, I should say. But we're aiming for another mid to high 16. That's the goal. There's 5 minutes left on the clock, so we have got to get on with it. That is one of the only good things about Mexico, is where it's quite a short lap, you can get qualifying done quite quickly. Apart from that, it's a pretty terrible circuit. Doesn't help the fact it's so wildly inaccurate on this game, and I don't think it's being changed for F1 24. No! Don't get lap invalidated, thank you. Ah! That's a problem. How much? Oh, I got plenty of fuel. Right, I have to resave the battery and go again. Come on, don't bottle it. Don't bottle it. You're a YouTuber, how smart can you be? The answer is not very in my case. Yep, get your bottle emojis in, chat. But will it hang around that way? Ugh. Come on. If I can't do it now, we are screwed officially. Ben, welcome on in, mate. Hope you're doing well. Come on. Thank you for the follow. I'm on a lap though, I'm sorry. I'll read that in a minute. No! Oh, right. We've only got one more shot of this. If it isn't the F1 YouTuber GOAT, That is a bold statement, but I appreciate it. Oh, I cannot go fastest in Q1 chat and completely throw it away in Q2. Surely not. Why have I left so much fuel in the car as well? I mean, it's a good job I did, but... Love that. Someone says a nice thing and everyone's like, nope, not the guy. I bet my noggin's on you. That was not a wise choice. Right, battery pack is fully charged. Tyres are slightly more warm than I'd like. Right, come on. Don't bottle it. We really now are on last chance saloon. I can't just keep doing laps. Because I'm going to destroy this set of tyres. Oh, everyone else is going on to their lap. No! Oh, dearie me. Hamilton gets out of the way. Will everyone else do? We got everyone who's got out in front of me. Oh, this is a disaster. What are you doing? Oscar, move! That is terrible timing. Terrible luck. We're half a second down already. Oh, chat. What have I done? What have I done? I mean, these should be some place grid drops coming in for others. Hulkenberg kind of gets out of it. Tyres just don't have the peak grip anymore. I think we need to be like 4 seconds up on the Delta. Unless Bottas is just sat in the way. What are you doing? Move! For God's sake. Bottas just completely panicked. Oh, is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough at the final corner? Still going to be a decent time, I think, in the end. It's going to be a 1:17.3. It leaves us P9. I'm going to have to go for another one, just see if we can find anything else. But I don't think I've got any battery, so we might have to be a bit strategic with that. We'll put it down. Try and see if we can find any more. Basically just going to have to use hot lap on the straights. Half a second up though, that's good. Gonna say goodbye to my noggins. You have to believe. Was nice. We surely can do this with half a charge of battery. That was good. Oh, I've got to put the battery back on. We'll just leave it on now to the end of the lap. I mean, look at that. We're a second up. Purple. What is this? We're down in the drop zone though, so we need the lap. As Leclerc goes fastest. A second up. Are you having a laugh? Lando Norris goes even quicker, but we go to the top of the board. P2 in the end. Check the files. Absolutely check the files. P2. That was clutched up beyond belief. That has got to be the oddest qualifying session I've ever had. We were 300ths away from Lando Norris in the end. Oscar Piastri out in Q2. Alex Albon out in Q2. Bottas, Hulkenberg, Tsunoda all out in Q2 then, so that leaves us 1 McLaren, 1 Williams, both Astons and Alpine, both Red Bulls, both Ferraris, and Lewis Hamilton. 6 cars from 6 different teams there, chat. Inside the top 6. We love it. We love it. Adrian and Wavy, thank you both for the follows. I appreciate it as well. Sorry I couldn't read it at the time. Crisp all coming in as well. Hope you're doing well. Right, I'm going to try and take less risk this time, I feel. Because that was quite scary. I'm also going to remove all the fuel. Krish, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. And F22R Lego. Oh, right. Come on, then. Easy AI here. AI is still set to ultimate. We do get 2 bites at this one, which I guess is a nice thing. And we've taken all the extra... Why can't I do that corner? What is wrong with me? We got 2 laps of fuel this time though, so we got to get on with it. We get 2 bites at the cherry twice over. That's my mantra this time round. Not if I take curves like that though. It was close between myself and Lando at the end of Q2. But I did compromise my runs slightly. Just like I'm going to there. Nose in. This car feels so understeery all of a sudden. Don't know why. Leaving in 5th. Just cannot get the nose where I need it. I think though, despite that, I've been able to carry good speed in all the places. I have been brave on this lap. Purple middle sector. 1 more corner to go. Come on. Roll on that throttle nicely. Shortest run to the line. Is that going to be a 16.2? P1 so far, and that lap felt terrible. There's got to be a 15 in this, surely. Surely there's a 115 in this car. I am going to spin in the final corner. Absolutely. When is the next virtual endurance race? Unfortunately, it was going to be NERV this weekend, but I'm unavailable. I'm actually down in London. So I think we'll try and do Le Mans, but I don't know for sure. Hang on a minute. Oh, excuse me. Ferrari? Cooking towards the end of the session. So we've actually got a rival here. I am very excited for F1 24. Right, come on then. Everyone getting back out for their final runs. I want to be... Oh no. I like not giving myself enough time. I might have to be cheeky here, chat. I have to be real cheeky. Luckily you don't invalidate the next lap. We've actually needed to do that as well. There's a bit of traffic as we start the final flyer, but 5 seconds on the clock. Would the FIA penalise you if you did that in real life? I don't know. Already half a tenth up though. If I know how that works, and no one else has improved, I don't think. So I think we're already on pole, no matter what I do on this lap, so we may as well take all the risk. And immediately I've gone and ruined it. Oh man. That is quite funny. That is very, very funny. How has no one improved on their final run? This is a bit like Miami a couple of weeks ago. I mean, what is that? Alonso. That's got to be a 5-place grid drop, surely. Oh, great. Deary me. Deary me. Do you read comments? I try to. I expected better.
Race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who'll be fronting the grid. Mr. Monaco, Leclerc and Carlos Sainz. With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Well, there we go then. It is pole position here for the Mexico Grand Prix. Charles Leclerc just 0.02 of a second behind, though, as Ferrari really upped the pace towards the end of the session. Hamilton out-qualifying Max Verstappen, but not by a huge amount. This is surely got to be a big weekend for Sergio Perez, who lines up on the 3rd row. But can we convert another pole to another victory? Only time will tell. Let's do this thing. It's time for the Mexican Grand Prix. What is your favourite F1 team? At the moment, it's still Mercedes, but I'm sure when Lewis goes to Ferrari, it'll be Ferrari. I'm still struggling with the idea, chat, that I'm going to have to be a Ferrari fan. Although I do like a lot of teams, to be fair. Congratulations if you voted on pole position. You would have been absolutely mad, but it paid off in the end. Did anyone do that? I read all the comments, I just sometimes struggle to respond to them all. Lyric Press and Grateful, 2.9k. Congratulations on you guys for winning some noggins. And let's get your race predictions in then, chat. Where will Matt finish? You got 5 minutes to get him in. Let's do this thing. Oh, error creating prediction. You having a giggle? Why wouldn't it do it? Eh? That's odd. Let me try it again. Maybe I've broken it. Who knows? Oh, where will Matt finish? Oh, it's already running. Oh, that's odd. Okay. That's fine. Oh, you did it, Smurf. Sorry. I get you now. Right. Can we do any more upgrades on the car before the end of the year? I think we can afford a couple more, can't we? Oh, yeah, we can. We'll go like that, and we'll go like that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Team not happy I don't show up for free practice. People are guessing a P1. It doesn't happen often, this series, chat. I still reckon we're due an engine failure for the end of the year. Because I think the last one I had was at Monza. You got 5 minutes, Lyric. You can still predict now. I will likely end up in a wall. There's a fair shot of that. Is it not working? Sorry? Why isn't it working? I've broken chat again. Predictions is too short. On my end, it's saying it's 5 minutes.
Bienvenidos to the most populous city in North America.
Is it broken? On my end, it's still showing up. Marcus, welcome on in, mate. I hope you're doing well. An engine failure is overdue tonight. And it is Mexico, so it would make sense. Not that the game simulates altitude or anything like that. I reckon Smurf and I did it at the same time. And providing lots of opportunities for overtaking. Smurf will set up another one. Before or after lap 37, Matt bins it. Well, lap 36 is a 50% race, isn't it? Is it as soon as we get past that, I just start crashing? Before lap 37. There's a fair shot. I've stacked it many times before in this series. Lap 9 in a wall. I hope not. Max Verstappen's got his work cut out, especially if Lewis is a bit quicker in the race. Oh, Sainz with a pen. Russell and De Vries taking the opportunity to take some pens as well. If no bin, I win. It could happen. It could happen. I forgot Alex beat me in Qatar. He did mental there. What is Fave Grand Prix? IRL, I like Spa. Silverstone, though, delivers some bangers in recent times.
Too soon, and you might find yourself needing more than one stop. Too late, and you're putting yourself at a disadvantage by spending longer on worn tyres.
So, interesting there what Ant was talking about, because obviously Kota last weekend, everyone was pitting like 3 or 4 times, which might well be the case tonight, because I think a 3-stop strategy is going to be the way to go, but I reckon we're going to have to do it on softs and then mediums like that. That gives us 17, 20, 19, 15. I don't really know. We'll go like that, and we'll go like that. I guess that gives us 16 and 20. That's pretty even splits, isn't it? We're going to need, oh, excuse me, a lot of fuel as well, because this car does have a drinking problem. Spa was fun at the weekend. It was good fun when you actually got to the circuit, but there was so many problems getting in, which kind of ruined the vibe a little bit. As looks like we're a split strategies between softs and mediums.
Okay, so everything looks good on the power unit cycles, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
Yeah, no, it was a fun race, but the only problem was, of course, it was red flagged for like an hour and a half. And FIA WEC rules stipulate that if they have to give you a 15-minute warning before the race gets going again. So with 25 minutes to go, we were like, we're just going to leave. It's clearly not going to restart. And then literally we got to the car, left the circuit. I checked Twitter, and it's just Neil Wittich going, we're restarting with 2 hours on the clock. And I was like, for God's sake. But it didn't actually end up mattering because we had to get back to our hotel. And we probably wouldn't have had the time to get back to the hotel had we stayed. Which, yeah, it was a shame, but still. Evening, Matt. Hope you're doing well. You've come just at the right time because we are about to kick things off here in Mexico City. Although apparently I've driven away from the rest of the field. Do you think Lando will win another race this season? I reckon now he's broke his duct. Yeah, he'll get a couple more. Who's gone where, real PvP? Perks, welcome in, mate. Hope you're doing well. I have really spaced out the grid a lot too much. We've got 5 cars from... We've got 6 cars from 6 different teams in the top 6 by virtue of Sainz's penalty. That's pretty mad. I've also done nothing on these tyres. So we'll go like that. Try and get a bit of heat into them. That should hopefully do us. Let's do this thing. Mexican GP, penalties are going to be difficult. Okay, nailed that.
Nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get
anyone can do it, Chris.
Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch.
Right, come on, we can do this. I believe in us, chat, tonight. I think we got a good shot. If we ever get going. Nick de Vries finally lining up at the back of the field. It is 5 red lights, though, for the Mexican GP. It's lights out and away we go. Oh, have I done well? I've done all right off the start. Leclerc on mediums. I should get a better launch. He will have way more speed than me, though, down by the time he gets to T1. So here goes Leclerc and Perez. Is he going to do what he couldn't do IRL? Great. Did you just see that wedge going in on me? Lando, give me some room. Well, that might be already a lap 1 pit. Oh, damn it, man. Like, Leclerc was on the outside, Perez was on the inside. I tried to rake early, and it just wasn't working. I think we'll see how the damage is. Because we can still adapt our strategy to make this work. Like, if we can hang with them for a few laps, then it's not the end of the world. Oh, that corner there, though, is not going to be fun. I need to up the ride height more as well. This thing bottoms out awfully. Cannot believe I've done that lap 1. I can, actually. I'm the worst F1 racer in the world. But yeah, Alonso. Oh, great. Thanks, Norris.
Okay, listen, don't worry about it, mate. It can happen to the best of us. Now, look, I've put a new strategy option for you in the MFD, so go and have a look.
What is that? Lando Norris has turned me. And we've immediately... That's the second week in a row that's happened. AI just turned me. What is that about? I'm not going to retire. It's only lap 1. We've got plenty of times. Give us a safety car, something like that. I'm so happy they're changing the wing. I forgot to do that. Bradson, welcome in, mate. Hope you're doing well.
Okay, go,
no, I don't create safety cars in this series. That's only co-op. Right, so we've picked up side pod damage. It's not going to be, hopefully, the end of the world, though. He says. Coping. But once again, how many times has it happened this season? But basically now we're going to spend quite a few laps early on. Kind of just by ourselves. I don't actually ever think that's a bad thing either, to be honest. Because it kind of lets us settle down into a rhythm. We won with side pod damage last time, to be fair, at Kota. We got turned around on lap 1 by Carlos Sainz and made it work, so... We can dream. It can happen again today.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
So AI are already back round to the start-finish line. I tell you what, though, Sergio Perez, he's got a good opportunity here. I'm just happy that we didn't end up giving Lewis or Max damage, because I do kind of want to see how that pans out towards the end of the year. Right, come on then. The gap is 21 seconds to Nick de Vries. Lap 2 and Matt's already pit. It was bound to happen, Mighty Dart. I think there's still a good opportunity here, chat. Mexico is prone to a late race safety car. Like, I don't see any reason why we're down and out. Remember Hamilton picked up damage here in 2017, I think it was, and still won the world title that day. That's what we're looking at. We can't win the world title, but still. I mean, if we can even still go like 2 seconds a lap faster than Nick de Vries, which should be viable, then we'll be back with him by sort of lap 10. What did I do? I ran slightly deep into the back of Charlotte's turn 1 because I got a bit pinched. And then Lando Norris turned me. So not the ideal start to the race, but we're going purple. We can get a purple lap time on the board early on.
Okay, we think the underbody's incurred some slight damage, but nothing too serious at the moment. Just be careful.
Chat, we ain't out of this. We are not out of this. Never back down, never what? When are you starting making videos on F124? I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. I'm hoping, oh no, I don't know for sure, that I'll get access to the game next week. But I genuinely have no idea at this point, chat. The other big thing I've got to focus on today is not picking up track limit warnings too early, he says. £29 down the drain because I'm an idiot? What did you do? Got your ID. Wait, what was this for, Bradson? I missed part of the chat. Mega recovery drive inbound.
We're currently trailing our teammate by 20.1 seconds.
Oh, theory tests. Sorry. Oh man, that is gutting. Absolutely gutting, mate. I'm so sorry. So the other thing as well around Mexico, chat, is the tyres are really good for like 4 laps. Look at all your newest followers. Perks, I know it's you. I don't get how you do it every time. Like, is there like a cooldown on following or something? Because like, every single stream, you'll show up. It won't come up with like new viewer or anything. It'll then just go Perks is following. I'm like, how is he doing this? Ugh! That was scary. Get back on the road. Don't get a warning. Oh, that's going to be a warning. No. Come on. Reese's Pieces. Walk on in, mate. That was a scary moment early on. And all that time I just found, gone. We would like a safety car. Reese's Pieces, thank you for the follow as well. Is there just a cooldown on it, chat? Because I assume obviously you can't just do it and undo it and do it and undo it. So it looks like we got Perez versus Leclerc versus Lando at the front. We'll see Perez and Leclerc. A win here would give them a fighting chance still against Max. Lando is out of it though, but we're battling him, aren't we, in the title? So I don't want him to do very well. Knights with the Fox for 7 bits. Thank you very much, buddy. Hope you're well. Increased safety car deployment. I think it's already on increase.
Okay, gap ahead is 18.7 seconds.
I don't know if I've gone any race so far this season, chat, without a 3-second time penalty. But perhaps that's my goal tonight. I'm good, thanks, mate. Trying to stay out of trouble, but I've not done very well at doing that so far this race. When are you planning on stopping on pit entrance for the safety car? I'm not. We don't do that in the Williams RTG. Co-op, yes, all the time. Williams RTG, no. Williams RTG is a serious chat. 71 laps here is terrible. You kind of just assume Mexico's like a really short lap. And then you remember like each lap here is a good 11-12 seconds longer than Austria. And you realise actually this race is another marathon, a bit like Kota. That's not good. What's it doing? Oh, don't look at my cheats, chat. Bit odd. Don't know what that was about. Clearly some background task opened up. Ugh. Even the game, yeah, even the game's like, nope, we're done. We're not having this. When is the next co-op? F124 co-op will be back. We're going to try and get on with it quite early on F124. Even the game wants me to crash. If I can't crash, the game's going to do it itself. Those curves are lethal. Should have upped my ride height more. How would you like to wear sunglasses on F124? Not a lot. I just know full well though, the first stream of F124 is going to be like that. It's close. I mean, it's a bit early for needing a safety car at the moment. Like I said, I will be staggered if we go through this race without one. Although I don't think... We didn't get one at Kota, did we? To be fair. It does just require... But, say, Mexico's a bit of an odd one. Because the AI, they will... Pretty much anywhere where they will retire will usually bring out one. And they can spin around a lot at turn 2. Turn 3. So it could happen there. Do a co-op with Alex Gillen. I've already got my own co-op partner with Gary. Can't distract my mission with some sunglasses bait. How many points are you up to, Toast? Is there like a way I can check? Or, you know, remove people's points? That'd be quite funny. How did you meet Gary? So we originally... It's a really actually odd little story, chat. So, must have been 2018 or 2019, I want to say. Gary was already sort of making a bit of NASCAR content, and I got invited to basically make some NASCAR, I think it was NASCAR Heat 5 content. So they were like, yeah, you can play the game, everything like that. And I was like, so when the NDA, you know, when can I start releasing videos? And they went, whenever you want. So I did. And I noticed very quickly that, you know, because I kind of knew of a few NASCAR content creators. None of them did. I was the only person that wasn't given the same NDA because I was in Europe. So I had like a week head start over all of these US NASCAR YouTubers. And it was just like this one guy in the UK who played F1 games that was like a week ahead of them. So that's kind of how Gary like found me. And then from there, I'm trying to think, because I think we just kind of followed each other, because obviously we were just like two content creators. And then it was kind of like, when a load of people stopped making content, Gary and I was there like, well, we need to start making content together. So we've got, you know, we've known each other for a really long time now, in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, it was a really odd thing. Just started posting these NASCAR Heat 5 videos and no one else could, because all the US guys were still under NDA and couldn't release them for like another week. Firth Boy, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Do the create series on F1 24. Chat, it might happen. It might happen. That's all I'm going to say. We do need to start conserving battery a little bit more. But I do want to try and close back up to the rest of the pack. So yeah, that's how I met Gary. But say, we have a lot of fun making content together. You know, it's nice to obviously speak to someone as well with a similar kind of motivation as well. Because obviously Gary works hard between going and Formula Owen. And obviously he's just fantastic at creating storylines as well on F1. Or on any other game for that matter. No, first warning, damn it. So it's one of those things, chat, with Creator Series where it has been discussed with the girlfriend, and we've kind of said, you know, obviously depending on what times it is on a Saturday as well, because I believe now I'd have to go through the F2 route. So we've kind of said, I might do like a season of Formula 2 and try and like gain the place to F1. But we've kind of said, you know, once we've got a house and we're moved in, because, of course, we'll get to spend more time together throughout the rest of the week, then that might be something I look into doing a bit more. Because I do think it would make fantastic content as well. And I feel like we'd have a decent shot. Not at winning it, but, like, being competitive. Curbs in F2. See, there we go. Curbs and I could be the dream team.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 12.7 seconds.
And obviously I do love the F2 cars as well. Go with Ben. I don't think I just get to pick and choose like that. But I would like to do it at some point. Gary, so that's the other thing as well. Gary and I have said we'd both like to do it. And I think if I could get in kind of on the proviso, but the only thing is, of course, for Gary, it'd be really early in the morning. And he doesn't really want to... Gary doesn't do mornings, chat. I don't think you guys realise this, just how bad Gary is in the morning. So he usually won't even wake up until, I think, like an hour after F2 would start. So getting him on for that would be quite intense. I'm looking for a university. What do you recommend? I never went to university, so I'm the worst person to ask. If it was me personally, I would, obviously depending on what you want to do, I would say don't go to uni, but that's just me. Hey, welcome on in, DJ. Hope you're doing well, mate. No worries. Stay safe. So we've almost closed in on the freeze at last. I think his tyres are pretty bad. So soft tyres really don't last that long around here. Oh, damn it. That's really stupid. Yeah, I'm going to get a penalty this race, chat. I'm going to get many penalties, I would have thought. You and Ben would make a great team. Originally, before Create Series was even a thing, and we spoke to Dirk about it, that was actually originally the plan. Ben and I were going to be on a team together. Basically, the story behind that is we had a few drinks at the F1 Arcade launch party, and we were like, we're going to do it, we're going to win, it's going to be incredible. And then, because that originally was going to be on a Thursday night chat, and then I would have been there. I saw the incident between Ben and Skyzy. We're taking good time out of Nick, so we should be with him sort of before lap 20, I reckon. It's kind of now just going to be interesting to see how far the AI can go. And how much they want to try and stretch their stints. How are these mediums looking? They're not worn at all. We could probably get away with just doing 2 medium stints to the end, but not sure I want to do that. Alex Gillen is the worst team. I think it's a bit harsh on Alex. Right, so chat, we are now 20% of the way through this race. I'm a 2-1-2 loyalist. More common in toast.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 6.
Don't watch any other F1 content other than that. Fair play. Fair play. Yeah, I think if you've got like a couple of the streamers that you like that are doing it, then I think more people are more inclined to watch them. Like, because that's kind of, it's not really about the racing as much, it's more about the personalities, isn't it? Like, that's the other thing if I did Create Series. Would it go on Map 2 and 2 Sim Racing, or would it go on Map 2 and 2 Gameplay? So many questions, chat. Ocon's having problems, dropping down the order. Let's say all the AI now are starting to fall back into our clutches. Definitely still a lot of slip though from the rear. Who is your favourite F1 content creator? I watch basically no one apart from Gary, to be honest. Like, I think when you start making content on a game, you don't tend to watch other people's stuff as much. At least in the F1 space.
The car ahead's losing 2 seconds a lap to you. Good
You've
job.
been meme channeled, no arguments. Yeah, that's the other thing as well. Like, Create Series went from sort of just being about, you know, a bit of fun league racing between people to suddenly it feels very, very cliquey as well. And there's a lot of beef and that kind of thing, which I just simply have not got the time or interest for. Like, I've seen a couple of them are apparently absolute nutcases. James Early does some banger streams. I do watch all of James's stuff as well when he actually decides to upload. Like, James, man, I've said it to him so many times. If he remained consistent with YouTube and streaming that kind of thing, he could go full-time so quickly. But he just gets burnt out, bored, and things like that. And you think, if you just kind of fight through that, which is easy, which is difficult to do, but like, he could build up such an audience. And like, when you already think about the audience he's built up on some very obscure games, it's really impressive. Yeah, I was going to say, El Rey I've heard is quite notorious, and I've seen a couple of clips, and I can see why. Like, I want to do more league racing again on F1 24, but then again, I say that every year. Like, the season of WRI did was really good fun, and I do want to try and do more of that. But it's then just, again, having the time. I'm 24, and YouTube is my full-time job. At least we know there is some kind of limit perks, I guess. Everyone says to me to do PSGL. I could be tempted. What nights is PSGL? crisped? What are you worried about, mate? Oh, here we go. Sonoda and Joe having a battle. Kill a guy 10 times GTA, look up in your P20. I've been P20 since lap 2. I had to pit. Where am I from? The UK. Southwest of the UK. Right, we finally caught back up to other drivers then. As we're almost at one... I think we are pretty much at 1/4's distance, aren't we? So, let's see if we can try and make some moves. Let's see what the straight line speed is like. Whoa! There's Ocon already into the pit lane. Not too sure why. Seems very early. He's moving over to softs. Zhou Guanyu trying to make a move on Sonoda. We're about to reach VMAX. Can we go for a diving maneuver on Nick de Vries? I almost went straight into the back of him. We're no longer last. Although we weren't anyway, because Ocon pit. That is good news. Right, come on. Down the inside of Yuki. 2 Alpha Towers in 4 corners. Not quite. Switch him? No, great. Why Nick de Vries? And I get a penalty. Of course. What is that?
Okay, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done.
Alpha Tauri actually trying to gang up on me here. I mean, we're not really in the same league at this point, so I don't know why. How slow does Yuki want to go through here? Ugh! He just wants to push me into de Vries. We see... Oh, we are starting to see AI into the pit lane then. We're all still in.
The floor is now critically damaged.
Oh, great. Right, can we get a run on Joe? How have I not got DRS? What was that about? Ben won Creator Series. Yeah, I saw that. Finally. He finally won Creator Series. I like 2-2 Racing League. Oh, I don't think that will be coming back. That won't be coming back anytime soon. The Rally League lives on. The Racing League, unfortunately, I just don't have the time for. It was fun to do the commentary, though. I will say that. You going to any real-life races this year? I went to the World Endurance at Spa the last weekend. I'm going to be back at Spa next month for the 24. So lots to look forward to, as that is quite scary from Zhou Guanyu. Oh no, not on the outside. Surely. 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 Ugh! Beautiful. Beautiful manoeuvre. Next up is Albon. So he's having a bit of a stinker. Oh no, he ended up outside the top 10, didn't he, in qualifying, so... Sainz has done a magnificent job. He's back up to like P6. Smurf timed out toast. Oh, here comes Joe. Back again for more. Oh man, it's so scary. They just break a little bit earlier than you're expecting. Oh, and he's got the DRS again, hasn't he? Damn it. Can't do anything.
The underbody's incurred critical damage at this point.
Can you stop telling me about that, Mark, and just let me get on with it? Come on, Joe. No point spending all afternoon squabbling over this. And the outside again. There we go. Beautiful. Is he just going to get me again, though, down the front straight? Probably. Oh, we might have got him out of the DRS window that time as Perez and Norris in. They've been able to go 20 laps on a set of softs. That's pretty impressive. And they're out ahead of me, which is a bit of a shame. AI difficulty, I think, is... I don't know. It's ultimate something. Any tips on live commentating? The show must go on. Is always the first foremost.
Okay, so the
And I would say, honestly, it's just one of those things where the more you do it, the better you will get.
Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 5.7 seconds.
Too busy reading chat. 50 laps to go here from Mexico. We're getting there. No! How was that not a warning? What is wrong with these tyres occasionally? They'll be fine for laps, and then suddenly you just have one that will go terribly. Would you like to win Create Series someday? Yeah, obviously. If I got into it, I'd want to win. I'm a competitive driver at the end of the day. Not saying I would win, but I would like to try. I certainly wouldn't go in and half-heart it. I mean, Norris is going to get past Albon, though, pretty soon. I don't really know what we should do, chat, in terms of tyres. Do we box again for another set of mediums? Do I try and go on a set of softs? Do I try hards? Hards don't work. I don't want to use the hards here. They're terrible. You just have no grip ever. I think if we can get to 1/3 distance... That's a big if. Then we might go on to a set of softs again. Have I got any new sets? I got no new sets of either. That's a shame. As Russell is closing in. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Thank you. Could please suggest me a racing rig? What's your budget? And are we just talking about the rig, or are we talking about steering wheel and stuff as well?
And gap to the car in front is 7.1 seconds.
Fair enough, Crisp. That is a bold call. Ah, Russell's closed in. Don't think I'm going to be able to do a lot against him.
Alexander's coming in for his stop now.
Oh, Alex into the pit lane then, so we're going to gain one spot and immediately lose it, because here comes the former Williams driver in George Russell. Up into P13 he goes. Can I hang on to him? Probably not. I mean, depending on your budget, I would say get like a Logitech G920, like a GT Omega. That'll set you back like £300, and you got a pretty good beginner kit ready to go. Right, so I think what we'll do, chat, is we'll go back over to a set of softs. I want to get some good laps under my belt. But we are basically still waiting on a safety car. And if I pit again, we're almost going to be lapped here. Unless the front runners finally start to pit, because I believe it's Checo that's still winning. Oh! No! No, 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 no. I can't rejoin. Can't rejoin. Oh no! That's not what I meant to do. I'm so sorry.
Okay, red flag, mate. Red flag. No overtaking, please. We'll see you in the pit lane.
I don't know who I turned across.
Okay, we've got a notice from race control.
I think I destroyed Zhou Guan Yu. I genuinely thought I was in first gear and tried to go forward.
Right, this is a good chance to change our strategy for the rest of the Grand Prix if we want to.
I mean, we've got a good chance now. Because obviously we get to... I mean, we'll get to get rid of the 5-second penalty at some point. But the field has been rebunched up. How am I 17th? I don't know. 5 red lights. Lights out, away we go again. Oh yeah, it was Zhou Guan Yu I think I took out. Are we going to see carnage off the restart? As luckily we're basically on a completely fresh set of tyres. Everyone's trying to look for moves. There goes Nick de Vries. For the lofty heights of P17. I'm just not taking risks this time. Look at that through turn 1. I can see one of the Alfa Romeos. Ugh! No! Don't! Come on, Magnussen, get off! Norris has been screwed over by all of this. How much floor damage have we got, man? Oh, no. No! Just absolutely mash the brake pedal. Try and get it. Ow! Oh, come on. This is just ridiculous.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
This is uncommentatable at the moment. As I think that's Ocon and Russell side by side. They're making contact, so we've got to try and go slow in, fast out. See if we can... Great. Great. Of course. What is that? Why is Norris on the brakes on the exit of the corner? I hate this game. I just hate this game. We were given a lifeline. Oh, I need to pit. I need to pit! Damn it, man. I thought I was doing getting done speeding as well there. I can't restart the race. We're almost 30 laps in. I can't restart, and neither do I really want to. Sonoda's out. Did I accidentally take out Sonoda, did I? I don't know. So Williams have gone from pole in like P13 to 17th and last. Why didn't it serve the penalty? Is it not a 5-second penalty I can serve? It's a bit odd. What is the next race? The next race is Brazil. And I tell you what, I am much more looking forward to that one than this one. The floor damage is undrivable. Never should have done this series of sim damage. Like, I don't mind getting front wing damage and mechanical failures and that kind of thing, but when the AI just utter hooligans, it's a bit difficult. Now we've basically got to try and go again. But chat, we do not give up in the Williams Road to Glory. Even though we are giving up, because we're not going to bring Williams back to glory on this game. I do actually want to try and do a full series of this next game. When will we get a MotoGP stream? Probably never. MotoGP is not a game I want to stream particularly. F1 Manager, WRC, iRacing, F1 24, Euro Truck, American Truck Simulator, Farming Simulator. But MotoGP does not fall under that blanket. Please, can you suggest a better one? I'd say no, I'm not recommending Fanatec at the moment, chat. Moser, R5 bundle from them. It's a really good value if you're on PC. Exclamation mark Moser. What's your favourite sweet? Ooh, that's a good question. I like fruit pastels. I like Haribo Tang Fastics. Those are kind of like the two. I don't eat many sweets. I'm more of a chocolate man myself. Hey, I hope you like him, Angry Davey. Thank you very much, buddy. They are good quality. I love them. Love Hearts or Refreshers. Good, two solid choices. What's my go-to chocolate? I mean, it's Cadbury, isn't it? It's gotta be. I like Boosts. They're good. Boosts, Double Deckers, or Whisper Golds as well. Although, I tell you what, chat, more recently I've just developed an unhealthy addiction to Revels. So Thursday night we're going to be streaming iRacing. We've got a 100% Imola race there. Hey, nice one. I like that, Davey. What is last 2 and 2's chocolate a choice? So she just likes plain dairy milk. She can't have caramel. Or she doesn't like caramel. I can't remember. Either she can't have it or she doesn't want it. But she just likes plain dairy milk. Imola race, no chance I will miss that. Yeah, Imola's going to be scary on iRacing Thursday. Again, because I haven't done iRacing in like a month. But then I think we might be at Long Beach after that. No, I think Miami was Long Beach, so I missed that one. I don't know where Monaco is going to be in it, so I need to find that out. But I might not be able to do that if F124's come out. What's my favourite country to live in? I've only ever lived in the UK. If I could move anywhere, I'd like to go. I would always like to go to Malta. I also like Australia. But I'll probably end up, despite how bad it's becoming, live in the UK all my life, I would have thought.
Our gap to the car in front is 25.7 seconds.
Will you do a stream with Gary? Yes, Gary and I will be bringing back co-op on F124. Do not worry about that. I would say I'd love to go to Canada. I wouldn't want to live there, though. Maybe I would if I'd been, but I've never been, so it's difficult to say. 40 laps to go, chat. We're definitely still quicker than the AI at the moment, but nowhere near as much as we were first time round. Uh, 360 Root Life. I'm doing well, thanks, mate. Hopefully you are as well. I will catch the pack. I mean, to be fair, I could try and take these tyres to the end. Not sure it'd be a wise choice, because I'll probably have to go back to softs again, but... what I'll probably try and do, chat, is get sort of like lap 53, and then we'll go back to softs. If we keep it clean and tidy. Yeah, go for it, mate. Hit me up on Instagram. I want to see him. They won't, Callum. I might end up having to try and set up race labs for F1. We will definitely catch the pack. We're going quicker still. And if they bunch up or things like that, then you're always going to close in a load more. Let's say, I certainly don't think a win or anything like that's going to be possible today. To be honest, I actually feel like qualifying probably masked a lack of pace here. Mexico's not really a favourable track for me. The thing is, if I'm going to get a mechanical failure as well, I know it'll end up being in like the last few laps. It won't happen like on lap 10 or anything. It will be lap 60. Like, in terms of time, Mexico is nearly as long as an entire Brazilian GP sprint weekend. Because I know you've only got like an extra 20 laps. When you think a lap time around here is a good sort of 12 seconds slower, you end up gaining a lot of those laps back in time. Swifterino, you're not late. You've simply arrived when you felt was necessary. And I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. Eight seconds of penalties. I think 5 seconds of that I should be able to get rid of. But it didn't work at the last pit stop, so I don't really know. I might have accidentally reversed into someone. I think it was Yuki Tsunoda.
Okay, gap to the car ahead is 21.3 seconds.
I feel like so far this race I've done my best, like 2011 Michael Schumacher, where I just lock up and run into the back of people consistently. People like to look back at Michael fondly, but 2012 he was actually decent again. It was 2010, 2011 he struggled. Hey, thank you very much, mate. I'll take a look after the stream. What's the prediction on time penalties by the end of this? If I can get rid of the 5 seconds, I reckon 6 seconds worth of penalties. If I can't, then 11. I reckon we'll only get one more. I don't actually think we've streamed. I think we've streamed F1 once since then, Swifterino. We did one F1 manager stream, and then I've been away a lot, so haven't been able to stream much. Midas, thank you for the follow, mate. Welcome on him. Say, I was away for a few days last week, and then I was away for most of the week before, so I think genuinely I've done co-op since... So I think we did Kota on, like, the Tuesday. I then did a Thursday stream at Mugello, co-op the next Monday, then didn't stream the rest of that week, and then last week I streamed F1 Manager, and that was it. When is the next F1 Manager stream? Well, I need to get the Williams RTG done. So, and then obviously F1 24's out, so I don't really know with F1 Manager. I want to play a lot more of it when the new one drops, though. Damn it. Like, just streaming that game and playing that game a lot more. As I mentioned earlier on, I'm going to have like 3 videos coming out over the next week or so from F1 Manager, the new F1 Manager game, so...
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 18.7 seconds.
So to anyone that said, actually no, I have been, I'll be quiet.
By 19.1 seconds.
Yeah, I kind of want to get into a routine more, especially towards the end of the year, of just streaming like random stuff. Like just jumping on and having like a fun casual stream or something. I want to get to, basically I want to try and get to 10k followers by the end of the year. That's kind of the big goal. How often will he post a video of F124? A lot, early on. So my plan is, of course, depending on when I get access to the game, career mode will probably be like twice a day, sorry, for the first week, and then go back down to daily. I also want to run another couple of series alongside of that when I get the chance. Yeah, so we're still going quicker than the AI at the moment, but not just by a huge amount. Like, it's kind of shocked me, chat. Like, I was hoping that, for some reason I had in my head that we'd have a couple of extra weeks before F124 releases. But it's kind of like taken me by surprise that literally we've got this week and next week.
They seem to have an issue.
Oh no, anyway. Like, the idea that, yeah, we basically got 1 week before that game drops, I think it's mad. Or 2 weeks, really, I should say. Like, it's come around so early this year, which is a good thing, because F123, the hype has been dead forever. Pretty much since arrival. Michael, welcome in, mate. Hope you're doing well. Oh, damn it. Nope, we got away with that one. Ark as well, welcome on him. No. So I assume it's still Perez in P2. Sainz has done a magnificent recovery drive so far. I could only dream of being half the driver Carlos Sainz is. Game was so warm, man. Smurf has gone power mad almost immediately. It has proven for incredible viewing tonight. It's been alright, thanks Ark. Hopefully yours as well, mate. So I got, what did I do today? I recorded EAWRC. I recorded MotoGP. I actually recorded quite a few EAWRC videos today. I did like one and then fell in the groove, so I was like, I just need to do a few more strike whilst the iron is hot. I walked the dog. I got some editing done. My days, chat, for the most part, are actually really boring. I had a fun day. Give me some more tips for posting daily content. You've just gotta grind. Born to play? Thank you for the raid, mate. What have you been playing tonight? Legs or Guns 212 updates? Not today. I've kind of said, once we kind of got through the really busy grind of F124, then I'm going to try and get into a better routine. But we'll wait and see. It's just so easy to lose track. Do you ever record 2 episodes of a single series in a day? Not often, but I will sometimes. So, for example, I think yesterday I did 3 EAWRC videos. Today I did 2. MotoGP, I think I've done 2 on a couple of occasions. So DeFreeze is really struggling, so we are going to close in on him soon. What's your Insta ID? Matt212YT. I post clips on the Insta pretty much daily. Get following. Yeah, the car is very understeery. It feels incredibly slippery as well around here. It's not been... Say, I just don't really enjoy Mexico. It's not a track that suits me. I don't ever feel like I run well here on this game, which is a shame. But we got 30 laps to go, chat. We are over halfway. Like, I just have no confidence with it. I want to do more open lobbies on F124. Absolutely, Smurf. Like, that is something I definitely want to do. Say, like I said, though, it's one of those things where I want to do it a bit, but it can... You know, it's all fun until obviously then we very, very quickly just get into a phase where I'm just getting taken out all the time, and then it gets quite boring. Like, I did a stream, I can't even remember when it was, I think it was towards the end of last year, where we raced on, like, all of the F1 tracks that don't host F2 races. That was brilliant fun, when I wasn't getting taken out. And of course, I don't just want to sit there going, oh, you're banned after this race, or things like that. Because obviously this is meant to be fun as well. But if we could sort of get, like, some decent racing. F1 2020 was a good F1 game, but I think... I mean, yeah, it had a lot of content. I think that was the thing as well. I would say F1 22, yeah, was a bad game. 2021 was decent. 2023, had they not focused on F1 World, could have been an absolute banger. Like, the handling model on this year's game is so good. But, say. F1 2020, though, yeah, it's just a very, very good game. Easy to mod as well, which I think helped. Yeah, I don't really know Swiftorino, to be completely honest. You stream iRacing with Gary. Whenever we do, if Gary and I do an endurance race together, but Gary actually doesn't do that much iRacing anymore, which is a shame. Or if he does, it's just all oval racing, which is fair enough, but... Yeah, the collision physics can be a little bit odd. Like, when you think about how much F1 regressed on 22, they did a pretty good job with 23. But definitely still, there needs to be other improvements. You know, it is kind of that thing, I think EA and Code is just so scared to move to a new physics engine. And that's kind of, you know, I feel personally like they've pretty much taken... I can't remember what it's called now. Not Ego. Is it Ego? Yeah, Ego 4.0 or whatever it's called. Pretty much to all they ever can. You know, you kind of think unless they bring us out a new physics mod, like a complete overhaul, which I think we all kind of expected would happen with the new generation of consoles, and then hasn't, which is a bit of a shame. Believe that you win today. Not at this point. Unless we get a ridiculously well-timed safety car, I don't see a way in which we win this one. I'll be happy if we get points here, the way this is going. Like, this has just not been a race to write home about. Although I'm not really sure what I was expecting. I'm not very good at this track. I haven't played the game in 2 weeks, so can't say I'm too gutted. Yeah, F124 running on Ego engine 4.0 still. Like, they need to move away from it. You know, whether it's, I think, WRC, I want to say, is on Unreal, I think. You know, which I get, of course, you know, they don't want to repeat of F1 2015, because that was so half-baked. It would just basically be game suicide for them. But they have got to get rid of Ego at some point. Or at least this version of Ego. Which I think a lot of us thought would be this year, but then hasn't been. Go live with Gary? Not at the moment. I'm sure Gary's probably at work or something. I've been overtaken by Nick DeFries, chat. That's where we're at tonight. That was so close. If he'd done that and taken off my wing then, I might have cried. Like, how does DeFries make that move and instantly lock up? Time to retire. Yeah, probably. Retire from F1 23. I'm just hoping the last race we do on this game goes better than the last race on F1 22. For those of you that know, you know.
Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 12.1 seconds.
Yeah, EAWRC not available on PS4 or Xbox One, but it is so fun. So fun. Like, I never thought when I got that game that I would do, like, I think I've done nearly 150 videos on it. It's so much fun. Norris, oh, they've already come out ahead of me. Deary me.
Russell is in the pits.
I always like Spa Midas, Istanbul, Qatar. A lot of good tracks. I only found out last week, chat, Istanbul was rumoured, or it was in development to be in F1 2021, and then they canned it late on. Like, there's still some evidence of it in the game files. How cool would that have been? Happened in the last race of F1 22. We had an absolute disaster, BC. It was terrible. Yeah, Hockenheim as well is always rumoured. But I think we're losing France this year, or Portimao. Which is a shame. I always think it's quite odd that they've kept those two in, but I like it. I actually quite like both of them to race on as well. You know, it is things like they need to give us the option of doing a custom calendar inside the game, disabling sprint races, that kind of thing as well. Because that's the other thing. If they've updated the sprint format, so it's now 2 races and 2 qualifying sessions, what do I do for videos? I'm surely going to have to split them out into 2 videos. It is not listed anywhere. BC, and for good reason. India was a good track, bud. A good venue. Ugh. Classic cars and classic tracks, yeah. I think that's the thing. Like, Cody's could make so much money if they did that. Even if they... Like, I think, yeah, a lot of people wouldn't be a fan of it originally, but if they brought that back as paid DLC, that would be an instant buy for me. Like, you know, the 80s and 90s classic content for F1 2013 would be so good. So good. Like, imagine we just got, you know, even if it were, like, imagine if they brought back, like, a 2013 anniversary pack. So you got, like, say, you know, Korea, Bud. I don't think Istanbul wasn't on the calendar by then. But, you know, a few tracks like that. And, like, all the 2013, like, the 2013 season. MotoGP did that a couple of years ago with one of the games. I think you got, like, the 2007 season. I mean, that is such a good idea. You know, imagine if you could buy, like, old seasons of F1 content inside the game. It's why, you know, I've enjoyed doing the 1998 to 2007 mod career mode so much so far. Tyres are starting to feel there. Add every single grade 1 circuit. That would be pretty cool, but there are a lot of them now. And it's also things like Fiorano is one. So add Fiorano to your career mode and only Ferrari allowed to show up. Because that was what they did. Fiorano was put into Project Cars 2. It's the only, like, non-mod game it's ever been in. But you could only drive Ferraris. Oh, yellows! Come on! There's a chance this race isn't completely ruined. What is Bottas doing? Who's out? It is Fernando Alonso! Out of the race. Heartbreak for the Spaniard, but he is my big title rival. So that's good news for me. What isn't good news for me is the fact we've had no safety car.
Alexander in the pits.
More cars into the pit lane, though. I think we're already still a pit stop behind Alex, which is a bit of a shame. No, we will just get ahead of him. Not by much, though. Rookie, it's completely up to you, mate. Does not worry me one bit. Whichever you prefer the viewing experience. The classic career mode is good fun. Say, obviously it's gonna go on a hiatus for a while, but I got a few planned storylines I want to do with that as well down the line. The only thing that I'm annoyed about is obviously with the 99 career mode is because of the reset. Unfortunately, it has broken the performance slightly. The damage is not helping. You kind of get used to it pretty quickly, and it's just when you overstep the mark that the car becomes quite lively. But yeah, it's not ideal. Right, we're not going to bother fighting Alex, though, as he is our teammate. He's gone on to another set of softs. So he's got a lot of work to do towards the end. But probably will try to go to the end on those tyres. I don't want to go that far on a set. So we've got a big gaggle of cars in front of me now, but I don't know who's pitting and who hasn't. I believe they probably all pit, pretty much. Hey, thank you very much, mate. I appreciate it. No, like I say, streaming's still one of those things for me, Root, where it's like, I do it for a bit of fun as well. Like, I want to do it more seriously when I've got the time, but I also appreciate only able to stream 3 nights a week. On a good week. It's like I can only take it so far. I think we'd play the original PlayStation F1 95. That would be scary. I thought I was an engine failure then. I thought we were out in an instant. But luckily not yet. Come on. No, I think we are. We've got a gearbox problem.
Gearbox issues, I'm afraid. Watch out for jams and missed gears.
Oh, we are. What is that? I thought if you get a gearbox failure, it just means you miss gears and stuff. I said we would do a mechanical failure. Oh, man. I guess that is not so bad in the sense of we were having a terrible race. So it's just been cut 20 laps short. But that is gutting. Absolutely gutting. And we are out. We are out of the Mexican Grand Prix. I'm kind of slightly less sad, like I said, because we've had such a terrible race. But it is always sad to see.
And with that,
He was telling me to retire. Oh, Verstappen's champion. Okay. I always like seeing them win it in Mexico. It's just a cool track for it.
Sport's most incredible drivers. Not just victory today then, but the championship as well. What a spectacular season they've had. Congratulations.
Well, there we go.
to the
Max
whole
Verstappen.
team.
He was never with a shot of winning it.
Well,
And then suddenly he does.
resounding victory today.
He was never even close, I don't think. Pretty soon it was Perez.
That many people, I'd certainly hope you'd win the race. Their car was really effective in the slipstream here.
Yeah, I had no control over that.
Pleased they didn't
Absolutely no
concede,
control.
given how long they were spending in the
Caleb, the
pit
gearbox
cars.
blew up, which I don't think I've ever had on this game. I might have had it
Well,
once.
especially
4,500 points to
some
Reese's
race-breaking,
Pieces, of
exciting
course.
passes.
He believes. He believes in my downfall. You can't blame him.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team.
So Championship career mode hasn't really ended, Chris, but it's just ended on the main channel. It'll come back later on in the year. But once I won the world title on that, I want to continue that on basically trying to win the F1 title on every single game. But that will likely stay as just a second channel series.
Max Verstappen should be pleased with his
I
performance.
cannot believe Max has won that. It's so eggy. So
An
eggy.
incredible day of racing. Who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Max Verstappen seemed to just effortlessly weave through the other drivers today without a care in the world.
Reese's Pieces, thank you for the 3 bits as well, mate. I appreciate it.
Check out the constructors' standings. It was a tough race for our championship leaders, who lose ground at the top of the table. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they make their way up the standings. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Well, there we are then, the end of the Mexican Grand Prix, and I think our second, maybe our third, mechanical failure of the year. But Max Verstappen takes the dub and the World Championship in the process, beating out Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz there. Hamilton ahead of Stroll, both McLarens inside the top 7, ahead of Perez, Russell, and Esteban Ocon at the end of the day there. But yeah, pretty terrible race for us, joined on the wayside by Zhou Guanyu, Fernando Alonso, and Yuki Tsunoda. But that means in terms of the Drivers' Championship, we've got a 19-point deficit now to George Russell with just 3 rounds to go of the season. I don't think we can beat anyone else. The best I can do is 6th place now. And technically Hamilton could still win the world title if he was to win every single race and get fastest laps, and Verstappen didn't score. So maybe the title fight isn't over just yet. Constructors-wise, we're 2 points in it between us and McLaren, so they got the jump on us this weekend as Ferrari look to try and drag it out to the bitter end against Red Bull as well. But thank you all so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and we'll be back very soon when Formula One returns ready for the Brazilian GP.